Paul, pitch in, Paul. Arizin revolutionized basketball with his textbook jump shot, emerging as an accidental prodigy who didn't play organized high school ball. The Philadelphia native dedicated his entire 10-year NBA career to the Philadelphia Warriors, overcoming military service, asthma, and shifting eras to secure his legacy as an all-time great. The accidental phenom. From South Philadelphia to Villanova, Paul Joseph Arizin was born on April 9, 1928, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Unlike modern prodigies who were scouted in middle school, Arizin's basketball journey was a true rags-to-riches tale. He did not play organized high school basketball at La Salle High School until his senior year, and even then, he was famously cut from the team. Arizin focused on his education and enrolled at Villanova University to study chemistry, initially with no thoughts of a professional basketball career. He played recreationally in local church and industrial leagues, which is where his signature offensive weapon was born. Playing in dance halls with highly polished, slippery hardwood, Arizin struggled to plant his feet for traditional set shots or hook shots. To counter this, he learned to shoot effectively while jumping in the air, inadvertently pioneering the modern one-handed jump shot. Warriors assistant coach and Villanova scout Al Severance saw Arizin dominating a local independent game and invited him to join the Wildcats. Without a scholarship, the once-unknown kid walked onto the team as a sophomore in 1947. His rise was meteoric. Arizin rapidly became an unstoppable scoring force. On December 12, 1949, he notably poured in 85 points in a single game against the Naval Air Materiel Center. Although the record was eventually stricken from official NCAA books because the Naval Center wasn't an accredited collegiate program, it signaled the arrival of a generational scorer. During his senior year, Arizin led the nation in scoring, averaging 25.3 points per game. He led Villanova to an impressive 25-4 record and was named the Sporting News College Player of the Year in 1950. His number 11 jersey was eventually retired by the university. The arrival and the jump shot revolution following his stellar collegiate career. The hometown Philadelphia Warriors selected Arizin in the 1950 NBA draft as a territorial pick. In an era where the two-handed set shot and slower, methodical half-court plays were the norm, Arizin's rapid-release jump shot completely disrupted the league's defensive strategies. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches, Arizin boasted a deceptive leaping ability and a seemingly tireless motor. His rookie season in 1950-51 was a spectacular announcement of his arrival. He played in 65 games, averaging 17.2 points and 9.8 rebounds per game, finishing 5th in the league in overall scoring and helping the Warriors orchestrate a massive 14-game turnaround in the standings. He took home the NBA Rookie of the Year award, cementing himself as a franchise cornerstone. His sophomore campaign in the 1951-52 season was nothing short of legendary. Arizin took the league by storm, averaging 25.4 points per game to capture his first NBA scoring title. He also led the league in field goal percentage, /44, 8%, and free throw percentage, becoming the first player to achieve this double feat in a single season. He was named an All-Star and took home the 1952 NBA All-Star Game MVP honors after an electrifying performance. Military service in the Korean War, just as Arizin was establishing himself as a dominant force in professional basketball, his career faced a sudden interruption. In 1952, Arizin was called up to serve in the United States Armed Forces during the Korean War. He joined the United States Marine Corps, putting his basketball prime on hold to serve his country. He eventually rose to the rank of sergeant prior to his discharge. Although serving active military duty meant missing what could have been some of his most statistically explosive years, Arizin did not completely abandon the game. He continued to play basketball in the military leagues, which allowed him to stay in shape and retain his shooting touch. He missed the 1952-53 and 1953-54 NBA seasons entirely, but his return to the Warriors would usher in the most successful era of his career. triumphant return and championship glory upon returning to the Philadelphia Warriors for the 1954-55 season. Arizin had not lost a step. Despite a severe case of chronic asthma, he would famously wheeze and groan as he ran up and down the court. Arizin was relentless. In his first season back, he played 72 games, averaging 21.0 points and 9.3 rebounds per game. Arizin formed a lethal 1-2 offensive punch with star center Neil Johnston, with Johnston dominating the low post and Arizin providing elite mid-range scoring. The Warriors transformed into a legitimate championship contender. The pinnacle of Arizin's career came during the 1955-56 season. Arizin averaged 24.1 points and 7.4 rebounds per game during the regular season, leading the Warriors to the top of the Eastern Division. In the postseason, Philadelphia plowed through the playoffs and advanced to the NBA Finals to face the Fort Wayne Pistons. The Warriors defeated the Pistons in a convincing 4-1 series victory, securing the 1956 NBA championship. For Arizin, winning a title in his hometown was the greatest thrill of his basketball life. Sustained excellence and era of competition. Even after winning a championship, Arizin refused to slow down. The 1956-57 season saw him capture his second NBA scoring title. He led the league by pouring in 25.6 points per game, proving that his offensive repertoire remained unguardable. Arizin's consistency was his hallmark. During the late 1950s, a new generation of stars was beginning to reshape the league, most notably Boston Celtics center Bill Russell. Despite the rise of formidable dynastic teams and rising legends, Arizin remained an unyielding constant for the Warriors. He was the first player in NBA history to string together 9 consecutive seasons, averaging over 20 points per game. Playing as an undersized forward at 6 feet 4 inches, Arizin utilized remarkable footwork and physical toughness to battle much larger players. He regularly led the team in rebounding, and even after missing his prime years to the military, he set scoring records that stood for years. The dawn of Wilt Chamberlain and retirement, the 1961-62 season, brought a massive shift to the Philadelphia Warriors. The franchise had drafted local phenom Wilt Chamberlain, who fundamentally changed the way the game was played. Rather than being overshadowed by Chamberlain's unprecedented scoring outbursts, Arizin adjusted his game and proved to be a reliable, elite veteran scorer. During the 1959-60 season, he averaged 22.3 points, and in 1960-61, he averaged 23.1 points per game. In his final NBA season, 1961-62, Arizin was still going strong, averaging 21.8 points per game. When the season ended, Warriors ownership made the controversial decision to relocate the franchise to San Francisco. For Paul Arizin, basketball was deeply tied to his roots in Philadelphia. He had been born there, played his college ball there, and spent his entire professional career in a Warriors uniform. Unwilling to uproot his family and leave the city he called home, the 34-year-old Arizin decided to retire from the NBA in 1962 rather than move to the West Coast. At the time of his retirement, he held the third highest career point total in NBA history, 16,266 points, trailing only George Mikan and Dolph Chase. He was the all-time leading scorer in Philadelphia Warriors franchise history before the move to San Francisco. Post-NBA career and enduring legacy. Arizin's competitive spirit did not vanish with his departure from the NBA. Shortly after leaving the league, he secured a well-paying, steady job with IBM. However, the sport was still in his blood. He continued to play professional basketball by moonlighting in the Eastern Basketball League, EBL, for the Camden Bullets. He showed that he still possessed elite skills, leading the Bullets to the 1964 EBL championship and earning league MVP honors in 1963. Arizin retired permanently from all competitive basketball shortly after his EBL stint, transitioning fully into his career in the corporate workforce and enjoying a quiet life in suburban Philadelphia. He was happily married to his wife, Maureen, raising 4 sons and a daughter, and doting on his 14 grandchildren. Over the decades, his legacy only grew as the basketball community recognized his massive contributions to the game. Because of his pioneering jump shot, his name was immortalized among the greatest to ever play. Career summary and accolades. Paul Arizin's statistical profile and awards highlight an exceptional Hall of Fame career. Career points: 16,266, averaging /22, 8 points per game in 713 regular season games. Career rebounds: 6,129, averaging /8, 6 rebounds per game. Career assists: 1,665, averaging /2, 3 assists per game. NBA champion, 1956. NBA All-Star, 10-time selection, 1951 to 1962. NBA All-Star Game MVP, 1952. All-NBA First Team, 3-time selection, 1952, 1956, 1957. NBA Scoring Champion, 2-time winner, 1952, 1957. NBA Rookie of the Year, 1951. His numerous honors extended far beyond his playing days. Arizin was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 1978. Years later, when the NBA celebrated its 50th and 75th anniversaries, Arizin was rightfully selected to the NBA /50 text and NBA /75 text anniversary all-time teams, recognized alongside the most iconic figures in basketball history. Conclusion: Paul Arizin passed away peacefully at the age of 78 on December 12, 2006. He left behind an unparalleled legacy and a beautiful family. Pitchin Paul remains one of the most significant players in the history of the sport. He is remembered as a quiet hero who never sought out the spotlight, but whose offensive innovation fundamentally shaped the way basketball is played today. From being cut from his high school team to taking home an NBA championship and 2 scoring titles, Paul Arizin's journey from dance hall pickup games to the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame stands as one of the most remarkable and inspiring stories in the history of the NBA.